Good evening everyone, I'm Technica7 Racing and welcome to Monza. You join us here for the Flat Out E-Racing Round 6 of the GT4 Championship. We're about 4 minutes away from qualifying at the moment, so I'll just quickly take you through the championship standings as they are after Fuji. So in first place, or joint first place should I say, with 147 points apiece is Stormfly and Clevis at the moment. The quick guy that we've seen in most of the races recently with Dan TGT, he's not too far behind there in second place with 131 points. Yellow Sausages, he's on 125, so again, not too far behind Dan. Pineapple Head, he's on 114 points in 5th. Cajun 100, he's in 6th on 105 points. With 103 points is HKRT Panos. On 101 points is Timorous in 8th place. Snod in the Ferrari 458 that we're seeing on the screen now on 68 points in 9th. In 10th we've got Noddy's mate, he's on 41 points but he's up 2 places following the race at Fuji. In 11th we've got Devon Calypso on 40 points at the moment. FOER 80 on 32 points, he's down there in 12th. WEC Skull is 13th, we're on 26 points. And in 14th place at the moment is Noel DeHont on 16 points. Should be a good one tonight. Quick circuit. We've got the long straight which people will be getting the benefit of slipstream down into that first chicane. Quick reminder that all of these GT4 races in this championship with Flat Out are sponsored by CMB Artworks, so we'll thank you to them for coming on board and sponsoring the series. So we just see the Pineapple Head and Omaford, who's a new driver I believe in this series. I think he joined at Fuji, which unfortunately I had to miss, but thank you very much for the brilliant comms of Trevor taking over for me on that race, so thank you very much for him. As we're just having a look at race control, letting everyone know that qualifying is about to begin. So, just a quick reminder of the GT4 series. If you haven't joined us before, there's plenty of videos on the Flat Out E-Racing YouTube stream for you to go back and have a little look. Like I say, we are on round 6, so there's quite a few races that you can go back and watch. But, as I was saying, a quick reminder, we've got a 20-minute race after the qualifying session, which is now 10 minutes. And then the results of race 1 after the 20 minutes is up. The results of that race then get reversed for the reverse grid of race 2. Some interesting shots there of Panos. There we go, qualifying from race control has been declared underway. So, checking the YouTube stream. If you want to get in touch with me, give your race predictions, tell me what you think is going to be going on tonight. Who do you think is going to come out on top round Monza? I'd like to hear from you. It's always nice to get those comments in. There we go, as we see Yellow Sausages in the Ferrari 458. See the Ray-Ban sponsor down on the near side. Big clump of them going together. Pineapple Head. Looks like he's in the front of those in the Hyundai. Like I say, this is the outlap at the moment, so we've got a little ways to go until the qualifying times do come in. So we see them go through the second chicane, turns 4 and 5 there, and then through the Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. Down the long back straight. After this, they'll be looking to pick up any slipstream down this straight and then get hard on the brakes through the switchback section, where you've got the left as we see them come into that left, into the right, and then back left again to continue along the straight into that long right-hander, the Parabolica. You just need to balance the throttle, and it is a little bit of patience on when you get that throttle down on the exit to utilise all that cornering speed along the straight. So that completes their outlap. It is now maximum attack. Pineapple Head's going to have the benefit of the slipstream off the back of the yellow sausages, shall I say, in the Ferrari 458 there. The quick flick through the drivers in a second, just before they start getting the fast laps through. So we've got yellow sausages, as I say, in the 458, Pineapple Head in the blue and white Hyundai, Stormfly there in the white R35, followed by Dan TGT in that white Megane. They're all looking like they're going to be using that slipstream going round in that train to utilise as much of the air being punched through from the car in front. Noddy's mate in the Megane, yellow and blue one there. Reminiscent of the old Williams sponsor, as we just see him getting the slightly wide, but he managed to hold on. Cajun in the silver Audi TT. Oh, getting a bit screwy on the exit there. Snot in the 458, as we just see that extremely loud exhaust note going down their back straight. Heading into turns 8, 9 and 10, also known as Ascari. Heading down to the Parabolica now, and we should start seeing some times come in. Just under 6 minutes remaining of qualifying at the moment. Here we go, they're coming in thick and fast. So at the moment, quickest through there with a 156.602 is Dan TGT in that white Megane. Noddy's mate comes through at a 2-minute flat. He'll be looking to see if he can improve on that, I'm sure. Snod with a 157.486. Oh, HKRT Tassos, who is a new driver tonight. He's come in with a 156.514, so he takes top spot away from Dan at the moment. Dan's in the pits. I wonder if Dan will come out and see if he can try and take that top spot off Tassos, or is that enough from Dan? Stormfly, he looks like he's going out for another run, see if he can improve on his time. So at the moment, we saw Dan come through to take provisional pole, and a few seconds later we then see HKRT Tassos come through to take that pole position from him. Dan is still in the pits at the moment, so he might be settled on that time. He is only 100th of a second off first place, or provisional pole, should I say? As we're just following Stormfly down into the Parabolica. Let's see if he can improve. The times do come quite thick and fast at the moment because they're all sort of utilising the slipstream of each other. As we see the Pineapple Head taking a really wide sweep through that bend, trying to keep every single mile an hour through that corner. So Stormfly comes through, doesn't improve, still third at the moment. Yellow Sausages in there in fourth at the moment. Cajun does improve with a 1:57.808. Tassos goes quicker with a 1:56.134. So he's showing some real pace around Monza at the moment. They don't call it the Temple of Speed for nothing. Timorous comes through with a 1:56.984. So that places him in sixth at the moment, just behind Pineapple Head. Pineapple Head all over the back of that red Ferrari. The Yellow Sausages picks up a 1 second penalty though. I'm assuming that'll be for track limits at some point. Let's say hello to Timorous in the M4 there. Currently in sixth place, as I say. Just over, or just under, should I say, 2/10 off the Pineapple Head's time at the moment. 2.5 minutes remaining. Clevis there at the moment, he's in seventh in the Aston Martin. Panos in that Megane, running slightly wide there, but he's had some good run-ins of late. I think he had some pretty decent results. I think it was, I'm trying to think back now. I think Fuji he did, or he had a fantastic battle with Dan, I think. Fuji. Snod, currently 9th position at the moment in the other 458. WEC Onford comes through with a 1:57.722. Noddy's mate improves with a 1:59.568. So Onford, he's placed in 10th there behind Snod at the moment. Cajun 100 in the TT, he's currently placed in 11th place. As we see Clevis come through with a quicker time, 1:56.981. And Noddy's mate there in 12th at the moment. So let's just head back up the top because Dan still in the pits. Tassos gone half a second quicker at the moment. Just under a minute to go now in qualifying. Oh, as we see Tassos getting it really sideways. Manages to hold on though in that BMW. The man to beat at the moment. Showing some absolutely blistering pace around here. In the AEM sponsored M4. So we'll just get a quick reminder. This championship is sponsored by CMB Artwork, so make sure that you head over to their Facebook and give them a nice like. And check out all the fantastic racing imagery that they do. And while you're there, make sure you give Flat Out E-Racing a message. If you want to get involved with any of the series that are going on at the moment, whether that be the GT4 Championship on a Wednesday, or the DTM that is being held on a Sunday, with Trevor that does the fantastic commentary on that, or any future tournament championship that you want to get involved with, keep an eye out on the Facebook channel and definitely tune in to the streams to keep involved with what goes on in the GT4 series and the DTM series, like I say. So, as the drivers just go around on their cool-down lap, we'll just go through the times at the moment. The positions at the moment from qualifying. So at the moment, Tassos with that blistering lap is still on pole, unless there's a late lap that comes through. Dan sitting in the pits, he's in second place, half a second off P1. Stormfly, he comes through in third of the qualifying session at the moment. Clevis, he's in fourth. Yellow Sausages in fifth. The Pineapple Head in sixth. WEC Onford, now we saw him down in 10th, but he's obviously improved on his time, so he comes through in 7th. Timorous in 8th. Panos in 9th. Snod in 10th. Cajun in the Audi TT comes through in 11th. And Noddy's Mate in 12th. So like I say, we're just waiting for the drivers on the cool down. 6 of you watching at the moment. Simon Smith has kindly commented saying, "Evening Jay, how you doing Simon? Good to have you listening to the stream and good to have you commenting on said stream." Also, if you want to join in any of these championships, there is still space, so be sure to check out the Facebook page and drop someone a message and express your interest to get involved. So, Tazos in pole, Dan TBT second, Stormfly third, Cleavers fourth, Yellow Sausages in fifth, Pineapple Head in sixth, as we wait for the lights here at Monza Race 1. We hear the engine notes rise, and we are away. Tassos gets a good start, Dan does as well. It's going to be an absolute drag to the first corner, but again, looks like he's got the edge though. It certainly has. Tassos, if he's going to get anything done, he's going to have to go around the outside. Oh, a little bit bumpy, they're all bunched together. Pineapple Head looks like he's got a good drive out of there though. Then again is the sandwich between the M4 and the Hyundai. Looks like Tassos has got the inside for this corner. Pineapple Head though, he'll have the inside line if things stay as they are at the moment into that first chicane. Hard on the brakes now. Oh, a little bit bumpy there. Pineapple Head was on the inside. Tassos. Well, I'm sure the stewards will be investigating that just to make sure that everything was all above board. So the Pineapple Head looks like he's come through at the moment and he's pulling a bit of a gap. Second now against Tassos. Tassos in the M4. The quicker guy, as we see Pineapple Head. It looks like he's pulled over just to let the two guys by, but he looks like he's opened the door for the others as well. Some fantastic shots as they come down this back straight into Ascari. Looks like we've lost Devlin Calypso, unfortunately. Tassos though is now in the lead, being chased down by Dan TTT. Third, looks like Yellow Sausages may hold on to third. He has got the inside line. No, it looks like Clevis is going all the way around the outside. Yellow Sausages has been forced to tuck in behind. So Clevis in third, Yellow Sausages in fourth. Right on his rear wing is the Pineapple Head in the Hyundai. Getting the benefit of the slipstream off the Ferrari 458, but Clevis has gone defensive on the inside. Running all the way down the white line of the pit exit. Hard on the brakes. Pineapple Head forces Clevis wide, gets two wheels on the dirt. Stormfly in the R35, he's in sixth. Panos, currently in 7th. WC Onford, he's in 8th. Timorous, he's dropped down to 9th. Case 100 in 10th in the Audi TT. Now he's had some good showings recently as well in this championship. He'll be looking to get himself further forward because he's been up there with the faster guys at the top. Not his mate. Don't know if he's had an issue or something, but he is now 28 seconds off the leader, I think. And Snod in the 458 coming through in 12th at the moment. So back up top, we'll keep an eye on this because these guys, there was nothing really between them in qualifying. Dan TGT looks like he's staying with Tassos at the moment. Yellow Sausages, he is back into 3rd, so he has retaken that. Dan all over the back of that M4. Trying to utilise the slipstream down the home straight, so they come over the line. Tassos looks like he's holding on, pulling a little bit of a gap now away from him again. Into that chicane. Tassos comes out on top at the moment. Yellow Sausages though, looks like he's going to be under threat from Stormfly, as we saw them get incredibly close in the braking zone for that chicane. So, up front, still nothing between these two guys at the moment, as we see the Pineapple Head running very wide on the exit. He now slots back into 5th. Yellow Sausage is still in 3rd at the moment. Stormfly in 4th. Look at these though. Train of 4 as they come into Ascari. Looks like Yellow Sausage in the 458 is just pulling a little bit away from Stormfly. But that might have something to do with the Pineapple Head being all over the back of the R35. So he's having to try and utilise an attack on Yellow Sausages. We see them run wide through the Parabolica. Half-second penalty there, looks like for Pineapple Head for running wide. Stewards have slapped him with that. He's going to have to take that, as they all do before the end of the lap. So that will be very costly as he watches the battle that he was involved in now heading through the chicane, knowing that he's got to pick up the pace to get back in there again. We see Panos sitting in 6th place at the moment. He can see the Aston Martin of Clevis. As you see the Ferrari just hopping the curb, taking big bites out of it. The stewards will be certainly watching that quite closely. You can just take too much of that chicane and be slapped with that track limits penalty, which could really hurt your battle, especially if you're in a close-knit battle like these guys are at the moment. They head down to Ascari once again. Let's catch up with the guys up front. HKRT Tassos still holding on from Dan TGT, but he's not pulling away. Dan is hanging on there with them. Yellow Sausages in the background there. currently in third. Looked like Dan was going to have the better cornering speed through there, which he does. Once again, down the home straight. Bump draft in that M4. Just utilising anything that he can to try and stay with the faster M4. But that Megane, as I've said before, and I'm sure I'll say it again, is better on the brakes. Got better cornering speed. Does suffer a little bit top end. M4 pulling a little bit of a gap now on Dan. Quick flick back through the order because we see Stormfly has managed to get past Yellow Sausages. I imagine he got that done in the first chicane. Yellow Sausages having a look to see if he can retake that place down the inside, thinks better of it. Stormfly in the R35 just getting a wiggle of the hips, getting that back in, stepping out, but manages to harness the Nissan back in, keep it in a straight line through the last miles. Looked like Stormfly was just pulling away slightly from Yellow Sausages, but I think Yellow Sausages is now pulling it back with the aid of slipstream as they come down to Ascari. Hard on the brakes, turning in, slinging it in left, back right, and then slinging it back again left. Really designed to unsettle the car as we see Clevis in the Aston Martin is now holding the track limits penalty. He's taking that down the back straight before he gets the Parabolica as we see Yellow Sausages. Oh, looked like he was going to go for that lunge down the inside into Parabolica, but decides better and just tucks back under the R35. He might have thought, I'll get that done, but then if I do, the R35 will have the benefit of slipstream down the home straight, so it will just be an easy pass and retake that place back for Stormfly. Yellow Sausages trying to gain that inside line again, but that R35 can just be that slight later on the brakes. Stormfly holding on at the moment. Dan is still holding on with Tassos. The gap still 3/10 around that as we see him go purple through that sector. So we'll just flick down the order, catch up where everyone is at the moment. So we know that Tassos is in first place at the moment, followed by Dan. Stormfly in third, Yellow Sausages, that fantastic battle for third and fourth at the moment. So fifth place we've got Pineapple Head. Clevis in the Aston Martin is sixth at the moment. Just behind him in the Megane is Panos. He's been slapped for the track limits penalty, 0.5 seconds, which he has to take before the end of the lap. Timorous in the M4, currently in 8th place. You can see Panos up ahead, just taking that penalty. Cajun in the TT, he's currently in 9th place. WC Ormford, or Ormford should I say, in the VW Golf, in 10th position at the moment. Snod is in 11th place, and Noddy's mate currently P12, but he looks like he has retired the car from race 1 at the moment. But look at this, just in that slipstream, Dan is able to just close that gap to next to nothing. But it looks like that Tassos just gets a better drive out of that chicane, pulls a little bit of a gap. Now they're not really sort of losing each other or gaining, because that gap has more or less stayed around the 3/10 of a second. I know we see it just dropping down to about, 2/10 at the moment, but that's for the benefit of the slipstream through that corner into the chicane. just keep an eye on that split between first and second. You just see it increasing to about 7/10 now. So that M4 does seem to have a better drive through that corner, but Dan has brought that back down again to 3/10 through the Lesmos section. Look at that gap, decreasing all the way down through slipstream. It's now under a 1/10 of a second. Just see the M4 pulling out in that top end, like I was saying. That Megane just struggles top end, whereas the M4 will just keep going with that extra bit of horsepower and top end to the top speed. So, does look like Noddy's mate has retired the Megane from race 1. We'll just stay with first and second at the moment, because I'm sure that there's going to be an attempt to take the race lead by Dan at some point in the near future if he can get that gap closing down, which he is in the slipstream. Just over 6 minutes left of the race. See him closing up in the braking zone again through that chicane, but the M4 has just got that better drive away. Just keep one eye on the front, there are split times, and we'll have a quick flick through, because Yellow Sausages in third, but just under half a second back, Stormfly. These two have been dicing backwards and forwards all of race 1 so far, chopping and changing. Speaking of that though, the Pineapple Head, he's now picked up another track limits penalty of a second, so he's going to have to take that before the lap finishes, as we see him coming off the racing line to take that penalty. Good stuff. Panos there in 7th. As we see, Pineapple Head, after taking that penalty, now ends up in 6th. Cleveland has got past in 5th. But that Hyundai is going to be looking to get back on the back of the Aston Martin. Can he do anything for Ascari? Looks like they're keeping it nice and clean, nice and tidy, making sure they don't pick up any more penalties. Hooking that slipstream, almost like there's a tow rope from the Aston in front to the Hyundai. As we see, Pineapple Head tries to go up the inside. The Aston Martin though stays a little bit further out on the outside, but is manages to maintain a little bit of a higher cornering speed through there, just to hold off the Pineapple Head. So, continuing on with the order, Panos in 7th. Timorous in the other M4 at the moment, with 4 minutes remaining of race 1. In 8th, Cajun 100 in the TT. In 9th, WEC Onford in that Golf. In 10th place, 11th place is Snod, and in 12th, like I said, is Noddy's mate, who unfortunately has retired them again. Back up front with these guys, Tassos is still holding on to the onslaught that Dan is trying to get past him to take first place. Down that back straight into Ascari. At the moment, Tassos is holding the fastest lap with a 1:55.865. Phenomenal lap there. Dan still hanging on though. As they come round down that back straight into Parabolica, hard on the brakes but absolutely throwing it into the Parabolica, holding on. Dan in the McGann hooks in the slipstream as they cross the line again. Next to nothing between them. Seems to be that magic number, 3/10 between them again. 2 minutes remaining. So we should see 2 more laps. Yellow Sausages looks like he's now pulled a bit of a gap against Stormfly. So I'm sure he's feeling a little bit more comfortable in that Ferrari 458. Just knowing that he's shaken away from Stormfly in the R35. Four seconds back from Stormfly, we've got Pineapple Head. He's managed to get past Clevis, but Clevis is not giving up. Panos is looking for a gap as well. We'll stay with this one at the moment, but keep an eye on the left-hand side of your screen to see if Tassos can still hold off down DGT. As they come down, Clevis looks like was looking to have a bit of a go through Ascari, but we've seen Panos has got by Clevis. It might even be Panos that we were looking at to see if he was going to get it done on the inside. They've got very similar colour vehicles. And that camera angle, I just couldn't be clear whether that was the McGann or the Aston, but by the by, the McGann has got in front of Pineapple Head in the Hyundai to take 5th place. But the Pineapple Head, as we saw him with a half-second penalty, has just scrubbed any momentum. And that slipstream through the home straight after the Parabolica has enabled Clevis to come through in the Aston Martin, which has also dropped Pineapple Head into the hands of Timorous, who also looks like he's going to be trying to get it done. So, Stormfly looks like he's now gaining on the back of Yellow Sausages again. So maybe Yellow Sausages just eased off slightly, maybe to conserve some fuel or conserve the tyres. But that has allowed Stormfly to get within 7/10 of him. But 5 seconds back, we now have Panos in the McGann, Clevis in the Aston, and the Pineapple Head, after that penalty that he had to take before the lap had expired, saw himself drop down from 5th to 7th. He'll be looking to regain those places as we see the final lap. This will be the final lap. We'll head up front because there was a little bit of a change there. It looked like Dan had tried to get it done on Tassos, but Tassos manages to hold on. So Tassos comes through in first. Congratulations to him. He does hold off Dan TGT in the McGann to take second place. First place. Dan comes through in second place. Yellow Sausages secures third. Stormfly, he can't regain that time lost, so comes through in fourth. Panos secures himself fifth. Clevis in the Aston Martin comes through in sixth. The Pineapple Head in the Hyundai manages to hold off Timorous. So 7th for Pineapple Head, 8th for Timorous. Occasion 100 in the Audi TT comes through in 9th. WC Onford in the Golf comes through in 10th. Snod in the 458 comes through in 11th. And Noddy's mate, who unfortunately had to retire the car, in race 1. So that is your finishing order for race 1, which will be reversed for race 2. Congratulations, Tassos. Comes through in his debut race to take a victory of race 1 at round 6 of the CMB Artworks GT4 Championship with Flat Out E-Racing. So we'll just get those results back up on the screen. There we go, just a reminder. So Tassos also had the fastest lap around the Templar speed with a 1:55.865, which he did on lap 5 in that phenomenal BMW M4. Dan TGT comes through in second place, not too far behind though. The gap on the right hand side there was just 2 tenths, just over 2 tenths behind Tassos. So a close fought battle all the way around race 1 there. But like I say, Tassos just manages to hold on. Yellow Sausages comes through in third, Stormfly 4th, HKRT Panos in 5th, HKRT Clevis comes through in 6th in the Aston Martin, Pineapple Head comes through in 7th, Timorous comes through in 8th, Cajun 100 in 9th, WC Onford in 10th, 11th place goes to Snod 77, and Noddy's mate with that unfortunate retirement comes through in 12th. So as we see, just all the drivers giving each other some gentlemanly sportsmanship, saying well done to all of the winners, which I will also join them in. Congratulations to everyone in that race, especially the top 3. So like I say, next race will be a reverse grid from the results of race 1, so you will see the likes of Tassos and Dan TGT. They will be starting from the rear row, and front row will be Snod and Noddy's mate. As we just see race control giving us the thumbs up that race 2 will be taking place at 8:45, so we will have a little bit of a break, which gives me time to check the YouTube chat, see who's getting in touch. I can see 8 of you watching live at the moment. Thank you very much for joining us. Make sure you get your comments in. I'll be keeping an eye out for your race predictions, or if you spot something that I miss, definitely give me a shout on the YouTube chat. What do you think's going to happen? Who's going to take it in race 2? Do you think Dan TGT is going to come out on top, or is Tassos going to be able to hold on from Dan? So the guys are just getting out there, getting some last minute practice in for race 2, just dotting the I's and crossing the T's, making sure that they've got all the setup ready to go for race 2 if they noticed anything was a little bit off in race 1. So like I said, the Flat Out Re-Racing, this is one of 2 series that is being run at the moment. The other series being run is the DTM Championship on a Sunday. Make sure that you tune into that, because that is another fantastic race series that some of the drivers that you see tonight in the GT4 Championship also take part in. Because the GT4, it shadows the same race calendar as DTM, you will get the first look of the next track on Sunday, so make sure you tune in for that to see what will be coming up in the GT4 Championship for Wednesday. Fantastic Trevor, he's on the comms for Sunday. He does a fantastic job. Definitely worth listening to him. And like I said before, if you want to get involved in either of the races that are happening at the moment, whether that be the GT4 or the DTM series on a Sunday, make sure that you give someone a message on the Facebook page Flat Out E-Racing and express your interest in either or both of the championships that are taking place at the moment, because I do believe there may be some space that we can get you racing in. Just looking on the chat, looks like one of the drivers, Simon, aka Snod, is just saying that there may have been some argy-bargy manoeuvres. So he's just saying hopefully that everyone can keep it clean. I agree. It is something that Flat Out E-Racing is very proud of. the vast majority of the races are extremely fast, extremely clean, although they are very competitive. And any issues, we have a brilliant stewarding network that is set up to monitor any driver complaints from any race. They will have a good look at it from multiple angles, and it is a decision made by the admins that has to be unanimous. So they flat out e-racing here also does have some brilliant organisation in the way that the championships are run, whether that be any questionable moves, shall we say, they are looked at and deemed whether they, or the adequate punishments are given out, whether that be time penalties or DQs or anything like that. They also do, but more notably, as I've said before previously, all the championships, the point system is kept extremely tight. So as we saw obviously before race 1 was underway, the two top guys, they were tied on points, so it just keeps everyone, it stops anyone from running away with it massively halfway through the season. It just keeps it nice and close. So if you have a bad race, say around Monza, you can then pick up some more points around a track that you might be stronger in a bit later on in the series. So just managed to get Devlin Calypso back in, as I think we may have lost him through race 1. So just got some pictures of the Hyundai, the green Hyundai, going around Monza at the moment. Back on the home straight past the pit entrance. Like I say, these guys, they're just getting their eye back in for race 2, which is a reverse grid. If you've missed race 1, where have you been? It was a close fought race between Tassos and Dan TGT, which kept them about 0.3 of a second away from each other all the way around the whole entire race 1. It looked like Dan was going to get something done to take the lead, but unfortunately, Tassos, not unfortunately, but fortunately managed to hold on with some brilliant defensive driving, just keeping it down at bay. As we just see from race control, we are getting the thumbs up, ready for the lights to go out for race 2, the reverse grid of the CMB Artworks GT4 Championship here on Wednesday. So, just a reminder, Devlin Calypso, because he had unfortunately that disconnect, he starts on pole position for race 2, with Snod in the 458, closely followed behind in second, WC Onford in third, Cation 100 in fourth, and Timorous in fifth. Waiting for that light, as the light comes on, green, and away they go. Oh, poor start there from Cation. It just allowed a couple of the cars to get by them at the drop of the lights, but into turn 1, that tight chicane, Devlin Calypso in the Hyundai, Pineapple Head in the other Hyundai. Looks like he was trying to get something done on the inside there, had to back out of that move, but he's on the outside for the corner. Coming up, Snod 77 in the Ferrari 458, he had a good start, he's now sitting in third. But up ahead, we see the Pineapple Head trying to go the long way round, but he has got the inside of this chicane. Who's going to be later on the brakes? The Pineapple Head manages to get through that chicane ahead of Devlin Calypso. As we see him drift really wide onto the runoff. Get a bit squirrely, but manages to hold on. So, first place at the moment, Pineapple Head. Second, Devlin Calypso. Snarl in the 458, closely following that green Hyundai. Timorous in fourth at the moment. We're just keeping an eye on what happens with Devlin Calypso, because that 458 is looking quite racy. Or Timorous looks like he's going to get the move done on Snod. He does. But Snod is tucked back underneath the M4. The M4 looks like he's going to be trying to take Devlin Calypso in the Hyundai on the inside, but Devlin shuts the door. Snod, though, is just keeping a watchful eye. A little bit of a weave there just to try and break the toe. Timorous shoots out after the slipstream behind Devlin. Snod looks like he's on the inside as well, trying to capitalise. Backs out of it though. Devlin holds on, keeps the inside for that corner. Holds Timorous at arm's length at the moment. But that is allowing Pineapple Head to pull on almost a 2-second gap away from second place. So Pineapple Head has seen the battle that's going on for second and third, and has decided to make swift of it. Timorous, at the moment, showing him in second place, but Devlin has got the inside for the chicane. Oh, Timorous gets a big sideways. I'm not sure if he got any help from Devlin there. Oh, as we see a spinner in the background. Who was that in the background? That was Cajun in the TT, unfortunately. Looks like he lost the back end, spun out. He's rejoined in 12th. Back up front though. Snod looks like he's just dropping away from Timorous. Panos in the McGann has managed to get by him. Someone's holding a 0.7 penalty. Who was that? I'm assuming that's for track limits. That looks like Clevis in the Aston Martin. But look at the Golf. The Golf from WEC Onford is now up in second place. Stormfly's in third. Where's Devlin? Devlin's down there in 9th. But 3 seconds ahead of second place now. Pineapple Head. He's pulling out a big gap that the guys behind him are going to have to work hard to try and close. The reverse grid race of race 2 never fails to show some action. 3 abreast. Oh God, that was going to be close. But brilliant driving. Oh, as we see Timorous, looks like he got on the gas a bit too much. Manages to get the M4 sideways. Stormfly's made it past the Golf of WC Onford to take second place. That gap is now creeping down. It's now under 3 seconds, but I think that was possibly due to the braking zone of the chicane. Onford looked like he got it really wide there, but that's allowed Snot to come through in the 458 once again. Tassos looks like he's come through in the M4 as well. Oh, it's all going back there. The Golf, he's under attack from Timorous, but Dan is desperate to get past as well. The Golf runs a bit wide. Oh, a little bit bumpy and bangy there from Timorous in the M4. A little bit of a weave. Flashing the lights in front for the... Oh, good grief. That's going to be investigated by the stewards, I'm sure. WC Onford in the Golf. There was contact there from Timorous. Looked like Timorous. Snod is holding a 0.5 second penalty, which he's taken on the entrance to Parabolica. just takes that before the lap is finished. Well done to him, as all the drivers, I'm sure they're fully aware now, have to spend their penalties before they cross the start-finish line. Oh, so after all the jam-packed action, and in my ear I was told that there was a few mic issues, so I think at the start of the race, I'm not sure if you could hear me or not, but I'll just go through your order just to reiterate where we are at the moment with 13.5 seconds remaining, minutes remaining should I say. Pineapple Head currently in first place. That gap was up to 3 seconds, but has now come down to 1.2 to Stormfly. Stormfly in the R35 has made his way all the way up through to second place. But look who's behind him. Tassos, the whirlwind from race 1, who manages to hold off Dan. Timorous though comes on the inside of Dan. Bit of a tyre squeal there from Timorous in the M4. Snod looking to see if he can get any gap available to try and take Timorous as well as Dan down the home straight, utilising that slipstream. Dan picks up 4th place back from Timorous. Snod in the Ferrari is just backed off slightly just to keep an eye on what's going on ahead, because he doesn't want to get involved in any silly stuff. I'm sure he'll be happy to capitalise on any mistake that Timorous or Dan makes, with either by contact or just running wide. So 4th Dan TGT at the moment, 5th Timorous, Snod in 6th, Clevis in 7th in the Aston Martin. Behind him is Yellow Sausages in 8th place. Devlin Calypso found himself pole position for race 2, the reverse grid. He's now back down into 9th at the moment, but he looks like he's going to be going on the inside of Yellow Sausages, because there's still some fight in the green Hyundai. Manages to get that done. Great pass, late braking into that first chicane. Yellow Sausages, brilliant driving from him to have the awareness that Devlin was there. He made it difficult for him, but there was no knocking and banging, which is brilliant to see from the drivers. HKRT Panos in 9th. Cage 100, which we saw had that spin, so was dropped all the way back down to 12th place. But he's now managed to, after the accident that we saw on screen with WC Onford in the Golf, Cajun is now in 11th, and WC Onford is in 12th after the aftermath of whatever happened with that accident. So, up ahead, Pineapple Head. As we said before, that gap was 3 seconds, it's now down to 6/10 of a second. Stormfly is gaining, Tassos is gaining. Hard on the brakes into Parabolica, throwing it wide. Drivers contain themselves through the G-force of that right-hander, back onto the home straight. Keeping that foot down as hard as they can to gain all the exit speed down the home straight. Stormfly will have the benefit of the slipstream. Stormfly, does he look for the inside? No, he doesn't, not this time. Decides that he wasn't going to try anything. He's just going to sit with Pineapple Head and see what occurs round this lap. Tassos in the background there in the M4, race 1 winner. Currently holding the fastest lap of the race so far with 9.5 minutes remaining off race 2 at 1:56.481. So another quick lap from Tassos. Not quite as quick as his 1:55, I think it was 8:69 I think it was from the first race. Absolutely blistering lap. Dan TGT, little ways back, 6 seconds between Tassos and Dan TGT at the moment. Timorous, just over 2 seconds back from Dan TGT and that McGann. The M4 of Timorous, he'll be looking to get the hammer down and see if he can chase Dan TGT back. Snod in 6th in that Ferrari 458. Cleavers comes through in the Aston Martin in 7th at the moment. 8.5 minutes remaining. Devlin Calypso holding a 0.8 penalty. Comes through Ascari. Runs a little bit wide in that Hyundai. 0.4 remaining in that of that penalty, but he's now picked up another 0.5 for track limits. Yellow Sausages also holding track limit penalty. So the stewards are being kept busy in race 2. Cajun 100 is now up 10th in the TT. Panos, he's now 11th. What happened there to Panos, I wonder? WC Omford in 12th position in the Golf at the moment after that horrific accident. But up ahead, look at that. Stormfly has managed to get past Pineapple Head to take the lead. Pineapple Head, he is not giving in. He's all over the back of the R35. Stormfly's keeping an eye on his mirror. Is Pineapple Head going to stay there, or is he going to dart left and try and get something done in the chicane? No, not this time. He's just going to hold on. Oh, big slide there from Stormfly, well held. But oh, look at the half-second penalty now for the track limits from Pineapple Head. That's going to really hurt his contention for the lead again. That's dropped him into the hands of Tassos. Tassos picks up an easy place gain for second place. 7 minutes remaining. Tassos looks like at some point we'll put the hammer down and see if he can get another race win for race 2 of round 6 here at Monza. Tassos already on the back of the R35, wasting no time, looking to get that job done down in Parabolica, I wonder. On the outside goes the M4. Is he going to try the undercut? Tassos tries to do it all the way around the outside. Stormfly holds the inside though. Tassos can't get it done this time, so slides just right on the back of the R35 again. That R35 staying extremely defensive to try and hold Tassos off. You are correct. So, just had a comment from WSR Corky, just a heads up, it's not a Golf, it is a Scirocco. You are absolutely correct, WSR Corky, and thank you very much for pointing that out. You are quite correct. So, apologies to all the viewers, it is not a Golf, it is a Scirocco. I'm getting my Volkswagen and my German vehicles mixed up. So, thank you very much to WSR Corky for pointing that out. So, at the moment, Stormfly holding first place. But the onslaught from Tassos does continue, but the Pineapple Head manages to get shake any cobwebs off, because he's now on the back of Tassos again, but we see him running wide, which has scrubbed that momentum again. Just got to keep it clean, Pineapple Head. Keep it on the grey bit. As they come down to Ascari, Stormfly holding on at the moment. Tassos with that race 1 victory, looking to double his prize fund and take a win here in race 2 as well. Round the Parabolica, back onto the home straight, bit of a gap now developing, but that is now closing again as Tassos looks like he wants going to try and lock in that slipstream. Nothing doing though, that gap is still increasing, so obviously Stormfly had the better exit in the R35. Dan TGT there in 4th. Timorous in 5th. In the other M4, Cleebus in the Aston Martin in 6th. Closely followed by Snod in the 458. Devlin looks like he's going to be shaped up by Occasion, who's done really well to get on the back of 8th place. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Occasion will be looking to see if he can take that 8th place from Devlin, just to gain some more of them valuable points that I keep going on about week on week. Got some comments coming in on the YouTube channel now. That girl Ruby says, "Come on, Dan TGT." Where is he at the moment? Dan currently in 4th. He's 2.5 seconds adrift off Pineapple Head at the moment. 2.5 minutes remaining in the race, thereabouts. So that girl Ruby showing her support from Dan. Head up front, half a second thereabouts between Tassos and Stormfly. That gap is closing with the slipstream though. Stormfly go from right to left on the track just to see if he can break that toe of Tassos behind him. 2 minutes remaining. Oh, as we see Tassos close that gap all the way, but Stormfly goes extremely defensive to hold him off. That M4 is looking like Tassos has now got that throttle punched hard all the way through the floor, knowing that he might have 1, maybe 2 laps to get it done, as we see him go slightly sideways, but he holds it. Stormfly is keeping eyes in the near side, then the middle mirror, then the right hand mirror, trying to keep an eye on the AEM sponsored BMW of Tassos. As we see Pineapple Head yet again goes wide, but Dan TGT looks like he's going to be picking up 3rd place as Pineapple Head picks up another track limits penalty, which he has to take, and does. That allows Dan to pick up an easy place, so Dan is now moved into the podium spots. So that girl Ruby, looks like your support has given Dan a boost and has now allowed him to come through and take 3rd at the moment. 30 seconds remaining. Pineapple Head is not giving up though. I think they both will cross the line. They sure will. So the race continues. Pineapple Head will be looking to get on the back of Dan, try and keep it clean in the middle of the road to avoid any of the stewards slapping him with another penalty, and see if he can retake that 3rd place from Dan. But Dan is a brilliant driver. He will be looking to hold that 3rd place and grab some more points for his championship contender. But up ahead, look at that. The onslaught from Tassos was just too much for Stormfly to hold on. Tassos gets by, which unfortunately we missed. The guys on the left hand side that you'll see the checkered flag will be coming up next to, they just won't get another lap, unfortunately, because the time has expired. So that's Lock K's in 108th, which after that terrible spin through the second chicane before the Lesmos one, he's done well to get himself back up into 8th place. Didn't give up, manages to get some more valuable points. Tassos looks like he's pulling a half-second gap on Stormfly. Stormfly is reining that back in now with that slipstream, throwing it into Ascari. pulling almost a second gap now away from Stormfly. Is it all done? Is it all over with? Has Tassos, claimed 2 of 2 tonight? Or is there going to be a Parabolica late incident? Keeps it nice and clean. Tassos looks like he's come through. He has, with another race win. So that's 2 out of 2 for him tonight. Congratulations to the Greek driver. Stormfly comes through in a worthy second place. Just couldn't hold on from that onslaught of Tassos. Pineapple Head comes through in third, so he does get past Dan TGT to take that final podium place. Unfortunately, Dan couldn't hold on to that. Timorous comes through in 5th place. So there we go. For the second time tonight, Tassos takes a race win. Race 2 trophy this time, or the reverse grade race. So, let's go through the confirmation at the moment of race 2's finishing order. So, HKRT Tassos, fantastic drive again from him in the M4, takes another race win for race 2, like I said. Comes through in 1st place. Stormfly in 2nd place. The Pineapple Head comes through in 3rd. Dan TGT in 4th. Timorous comes through in 5th. Clevis in 6th. Snod in 458 ends up coming through in 7th place. Kazan with that brilliant recovery after unfortunately finding himself at the back of the field after that spin in the TT. He's done well to bring himself back into 8th place, so well done to him. Yellow Sausages in 9th. Panos in 10th, Devon Calypso comes through in 11th, and WSR Corky, just for you, the Scirocco of WEC Onford, not the Golf, as I've been saying all of night, so I apologise for that, comes through in 12th place. So, that does conclude round 6 of the CMB Artworks Flat Out E-Racing GT4 Championship. I've been Technica7 Racing. Congratulations to all the drivers that have won tonight and everyone taking part. Just a reminder that all the results that you saw on the screen tonight, they are provisional. The stewards, I'm sure, will be having a look at 1 or 2 incidents in there just to make sure that everything was all above board and nothing malicious went on. So the finishing positions at the moment are all provisional until all of that has been sorted out. So make sure you stay tuned to the Facebook channel. The Facebook page of Flat Out E-Racing for the updates for the championship. And I will see you next week. Thank you very much for everyone tuning in. I've been Technica Racing. See you again.